Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. See folks coming in. Hello, hello. Good to see you, everybody. John Wells, right on time, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Donna. Great to see you here this morning. I hope you are. I hope everybody's enjoying this beautiful day. I was up a little bit early this morning, and if you know, I live in a boat and just had the opportunity to have some coffee and sit in the cockpit and let the sun roll and lay in there, and it was glorious. Just a beautiful celebration of creation, and a lot because the wind's been blowing the past few days, so it's been really nice to have things calm down and just to be able to have a little peace after the storm. Good morning, Jamie. Great, glad you're here. Brother McDonald, how are you? Eating steak and eggs and watching 11:11. Life is good. Oh, yeah, brother. Took another step to returning to normal with a dentist visit this morning. Oh, there you go. Exactly. No puppy for Jamie. Oh, you can come down and hang out with Poco anytime you want. Don't worry. He has absolutely no allegiance. He will act just like your dog. He is. I call him my little traitor, uh, because he just loves everybody, and has really no particular allegiance to me or anybody else's. So yeah. So anyway, where are we? It is 11:11. I am so glad to see you all here and coming in. Sherry Ladd, good morning. Great to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. Uh, I saw a picture of Brianna the other day. Like she's like what's she like 6 feet tall now? Like holy smokes, amazing how fast everyone is growing up and how that must mean I'm not getting older though. So I want my own puppy. I know. Good morning, Fanny Faye. So glad you're here. Such a gift. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, everybody. It is the 24th day of September, Thursday at 11:11, and I am so glad that each one of you are with us. I want an Oopa Loopa now. Busy lifting drinks now. So I am so glad that each one of you are here with us and journeying on this continuing trek. This really has felt like a pilgrimage. Good morning, Robin Carden. So glad you're here, Robin. I am forever grateful for Robin's friendship in my life. I had a 2 minute phone call with her yesterday, and it just enriched my whole day. I hope you have somebody in your life like Robin, because boy, just just a little bit of wisdom and a little bit of encouragement, and it's just a gift. Good morning, Irene. So glad you're here. You watched Willy Wonka yesterday. How weird is that? I want an Oompa Loompa now. So it is. I really am going to talk about something here at some point. Good morning, Priscilla. Great to see you. So glad everybody's here. Robin Carden, Robin Carden, Robin Carden. I keep thinking she'll appear if I keep doing that, like the Beetlejuice thing, but it hasn't happened yet. But we live in hope. So it is. What is happening? It is the 24th day, and of September, and actually today is my dad's birthday. So if should you find yourself in Woolwich, Maine somewhere, wish him happy birthday. He turns 81 years old today, which anyone who knew my dad growing up, no one expected him to make 30, and so the fact that he made 81 is an incredible gift to the world, and I am ever grateful to call him my dad. So I want to go back in time. I want to do a little time travel, a little Bill and Ted this morning, and just take you back a little bit. That there's a phrase in Ireland called "to chance your arm," and it means taking a chance to gain something that you want. And it comes from this event that happened in 1492, and when the Butlers and the Kildares, these two warring families in Dublin, both wanted the office of the Lord Deputy of London to be in their family. So these clans were clashing, and there was a battle outside of the walls of the city, outside the city gates, and that the battle started to go against the Butlers. And so they ran, as people always ancient has, into the cathedral, into St. Patrick's, and they barred the door, and they hid there, and the Fitzgeralds came and chased after them, and there they were at the standoff with the barricade, with the Fitzgeralds outside and the Butlers inside, having just been in battle, these two feuding clans, and the Fitzgeralds finally kind of caught their breath and said, okay, invited the Butlers to come out and say, let's talk peace terms. This is ridiculous. And the Butlers, however, Mama Butler, not having raised any fools, didn't really trust the Fitzgeralds to be able to offer this, to be able to thinking that if we step out, they're not going to want peace, they're going to want to slaughter us. So they ended up saying, we're not coming out. So the standoff held for a while. And Gerald Fitzgerald, the head of the clan of the Fitzgeralds, said, that's it. And so he had his warriors cut a hole in the door. They cut a board out of the door. And he said, and he took that, and this is that door. It's still there in St. Patrick's on display. And he took that gap and he stuck his arm through it. And he offered the right hand of fellowship out to those who would receive it in the Butlers. And the Butlers looked at his hand and looked at one another, and they said, well, if he's willing to risk his arm, if he's willing to chance his arm, then perhaps they are serious about peace. And so the Butlers shook his hand through the door. People will actually come, and there's this rendition of people that will actually go to Ireland, and they'll actually kind of recreate this in a way that they will that great handshake of fellowship that brought peace to these two clans, and they'll come, and they shook hands through the door, and they opened the door, and the Butlers and the Fitzgeralds made peace. Right now in our world, right where we are right now, we are between the two of the highest Jewish holidays, of the 7 Jewish holidays. These are, I think, I would put forward as the two highest, really. Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and there are 10 days between them. And there's a lot of names for these 10 days. They are called the 10 days of awe. They're called the 10 days of repentance, or sometimes they're called the 10 days of reconciliation. You see, we chance our arm to heal the world. And it's a part of the Jewish ritual of moving through the world every year, that every year they have 10 days in which to chance their arm, in which to reconcile the world with themselves and with God, to do the work of forgiveness. Friends, we're in days right now where we need to chance our arm. We need to risk to be vulnerable. We need to risk to have conversations with people that are hard conversations or difficult conversations or ugly conversations. We need to chance our arm through the doors that would bind us and lock us apart from one another. And we do that through these days of reconciliation. I think it's I don't think there are accidents in this time. I think it's incredible that we're finding ourselves in this time, and put your things on it, whether it's the COVID time, whether it's the lockdown time, whether it is the racial tensions and the tensions of legality, whether it's political the tensions, all of these have put this great barrier in the sanctum sanctorum of our hearts. And we're called right now to be the Gerald Fitzgeralds of this world, to cut a hole in that door and to chance our arm in order to bring reconciliation to this world. And this is the thing, you don't do it alone. You think, well, this is a great, Gerald Fitzgerald, he did it with a whole clan behind him. And friends, you have a whole clan behind you. That if you're listening to my voice right now, if you're going to hear my voice through the course of the days, the next days ahead, there is a whole clan. Not just the clan of First Congregational Church of Fall River, not just the clan of those who would raise their voice and walk the path of following Jesus, not just the clan of those, but all of the clans who would seek reconciliation in this world, regardless of hat they wear or color that they sport. So my invitation is that we might enter these days of awe. And if there's something that some barrier, some door that has been slammed in your life right now, that you feel like cannot and it will not be breached, I invite you to chop a hole in it and chance your arm. Risk reconciliation. Risk bringing together the warring parts of this world. Because, friends, it is our work. This is what one of the great differences between Judaism and Christianity is that for Judaism, ours in Christianity is to participate in the recreation of the world. We participate in the resurrection as we move through the world. But theirs is to participate in the act of creation. They have the sense of tikkun, which is to bring goodness and healing to the world, and that they have a task upon them to heal the world. It's a different way of understanding, and it's not a bad one or even a wrong one. And I think in our days, these days of awe, the metaphysical understanding in the days of awe is that the angels sit and read aloud the book of life in the spiritual world, and that then they read the names of the book of life. The names of the book of life that are written in the heavenly tomes are written there for those who would chance their arm in these days, who would dare to stick their arm through the hole and the barriers, to stick their love and their grace and their yearning for the goodness and wholeness of the world that is beyond any desire for power, desire to have the Lord deputyship, but it is that we might not give up our colors, but understand there is only but one great tribe in which we are a part, one great journey which we are called upon, all of us, this pilgrim's path that will call us occasionally, and I think in these days, to chance our arm and be a part of the healing of the world. All right, friends, that's 11:11 for today. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for being a part of this journey. I want to encourage you to chance your arm, be vulnerable when you have the moment to, when the door arises, dare to do it, because the richness and the goodness and the wholeness that waits on the other side is the brotherhood and sisterhood of all humanity. We are coming into a rally day this Sunday. So if you are around, if you're in the area, we have got a fun time. We are going to talk about what it is to be pilgrims on the way. Here's our bulletin for Sunday. This is, if you recognize this, this is those are staffs that are carried by pilgrims on the Via della Compostela, on the Way of St. James. And we're going to talk about what it is to be pilgrims. Not just guys that wear buckles on their hats, but to talk about what it is to be people who walk through this world with each other. I don't need to tell you about it, friends. If you're on this with us, you've been doing this whole time with us. You've been a part of this pilgrimage. You know what it is to pilgrim with each other. But we're going to talk about that, and we're going to celebrate it. We're going to give you your very own scallop shell. So if you want to come and we're going to give you an opportunity to paint it and to decorate that so that you might know and hold on to your pilgrimage in this world. That's what we're going to do on Sunday. We're going to have a party outside. We got a big old tent and a pavilion coming. We've got we're going to have a little music. We're going to have a great brunch from a place called White's. If you know White's in town, it's glorious. I hope you can find your way there. It's going to be a good day, and it is going to be a good day for us to stick our arm, to chance our arm, and to seek and with each other one more time, and seek the healing of the world by coming in fellowship with each other. All right, friends, so great and so glad you're here. We will. I will be back on Tuesday of next week, and we will continue our journey for 11:11. Our worship will be on Facebook Live on Sunday, so I hope you'll that if you're journeying with us online, you'll be there at our worship event as well. May grace and peace be with you, my friends, in these days of reconciliation, these days of awe. Good to see you all. Peace and grace.